Hey everyone, I hope that this week is treating you well, and I hope that you were able to do something that you really wanted to accomplish this week. This week we started the first couple days of February, and with these first couple days of February going in, we're understanding what level that we are moving on to in this time period. How are we moving forward from here? What are we going to be doing next? And what are we going to be doing in order for us to improve from January to now, then from to now to the end of February. So how are we going to plan this out? How are we going to set new goals for ourselves? What is it that we're trying to do now? Are we going to be moving on to something new? Do you want to improve something that you're still doing at the moment and keep that as the same goal so you can get stronger, get better at it? What is it that you're wanting to try and achieve again, or that you're trying to achieve in general? What goals do we need to reach in these 4 weeks of making sure that we stay on track? Now, I'm not gonna lie to you, January could have been a little bit of a rocky start, but I got some really amazing results at the end because I made sure I stuck to it. You're gonna be able to see it tomorrow in that weekly update because this past week I actually went to the gym, and I can really see how it paid off going and staying with the consistency of 6 times a week and allowing myself to really stay committed and dedicated to what I wanted to do. At the end of the day, when I started maxing out, my weight jumped without a problem. And that just shows if you're really putting in the effort, you're really putting in some hard work, you're going to be able to see the results come in the end. You have to make sure that you're putting in the work day in and day out, otherwise nothing's going to come your way. And I'm going to be honest with you as well. I got very embarrassed the other day because my ASL skills weren't up to par, and I completely had a brain fart and forgot like all of my ASL, and that was because I wasn't staying on top of it as I needed to be. And that's just things you experience to make you realize like, oh wow, you know, like the difference that this has made in my life just by practicing every day, the difference that this has made in my life just by practicing an hour a day, whatever the case may be. As long as you're doing it and you're continuously making yourself challenges and continuously allowing yourself to learn and grow with each subject, it's a lot better. So spend an hour of really organizing my life every day, in the morning and at night. I'm gonna stay off my phone in that first hour. That's gonna be a challenge that I do. I'll stay off my phone in the first hour of the day and that last hour of the day before I go to bed, so I can really just unwind and be with myself and understand who I am, understand what my goals are for that day. Did I accomplish them? What is it that I want to do the next day? Did I accomplish those? Did I prepare? Did I do everything I needed to do for that day? Whatever the case may be, just to really round myself, or even just get, you know, read a book, whatever I feel like doing, allowing myself to be with me, allowing myself to see who I am. You know, like when was the last time you really sat down and you understood who you were, you understood what is it that you're doing? And I want you to take a chance, whatever, I want you to go back and take a chance to really learn who you are, really understand what you like, what you dislike, you know, what you're moving towards, what you're trying to stay away from, what is it that you're visualizing as your dream, and what is it that you can do to get there. Constantly understanding who you are, by constantly understanding how your mind is working, you obviously have a better angle at what you're doing because you're constantly aware, you're constantly understanding a lot more to the perspective than the perspective that is presented to you. I think I'm gonna and getting the chance to really know myself is important. Getting the chance to really understand who you are as a person is important, because then you start to see things that you don't like, you start to see things that you do like, and you start to see the things that you want to change in your life. But in order for you to really do that, you have to take time out of your day and evaluate your life, evaluate who you are, evaluate your habits, evaluate your dirty habits, your good habits, and take it all together and really concentrate on what is the end goal. Concentrate on what good habits are going to get you to where you need to be. What bad habits do you have to get rid of? Personally, I have some procrastination habits that I need to get rid of. And I know that it always comes back to me. But if I don't put in the effort to try and stop it, then am I ever going to get rid of it? No. So by constantly pushing myself, by constantly allowing myself to go the extra mile or go that extra step in order to stay aware, in order to stay active, in order to stay on track, it helps me get rid of that procrastination. It helps me understand that I'm also doing a lot more than just working on this little piece right now. Like, this piece is gonna be a bigger piece in the end of the day. You know, this is a bigger picture of the puzzle. I'm not only doing it for this small period of time. This is a small piece that is gonna be put on the picture of life. This is a small sketch of what's gonna be happening in my beautiful picture of life. And I think that's so crazy, because if you think about it, every day that you're putting in, you know, time and effort into the subject that you want to do, into the skill that you want to learn, into whatever it is that you're doing, you're adding this beautiful story to how you got there. And that in itself is a piece of artwork at the end of the day. You know, that journey itself, you're going to be able to look back on this when you're at the end of your goal and at the end of your journey, and be like, wow, that was a beautiful, beautiful journey that I was able to go through, and I'm so glad and happy that I was able to learn all these new things and go through these situations so I can be where I am now today. And that's really what you have to think about in the end, because that can be that fuel, that motivation in order to help you as well go forward, you know, and push, because you're going to look back and you're just going to be so satisfied that you're able to put in all that hard work, all that effort, and be where you are today, knowing that you did all that. Nobody else. You put in the hard work every day, and you should be proud of yourself. You should congratulate yourself, and you continue to have an open mind towards things. It allows you to have a better perspective of the world, and it also allows you to really bring more knowledge into your life. If you're constantly thinking that you know everything in a subject when really you've barely scratched the surface, you're never going to learn more, and you're never going to master that skill set. So I want you to really open your mind. I want you to step out of your box. I want you to see what can you do, what can you go out and try and find, what is it that you can learn in this next week to get started on this next level, to get started on doing this correctly, and to get started on moving forward to what you want to do. I really want us to start February off strong. I really want us to make sure that we go forward what we're doing and staying on track. I will be trying to do some type of journal that I can keep everything in, to make sure I'm staying more and more on track, doing something very detailed. I saw one journal today and I really got motivated from it. I think it's a smart idea, and I'm gonna have to start doing mine. We're gonna have to consider this my new journal that we're gonna put in some goals. So let's see what we can do this week to see what we can get done. And I want you to write down your goals. I want you to write down what it is that you want to do. I want you to write down your good habits, your bad habits, and how you're going to get rid of the bad ones, and how you're going to improve on the good ones. Get something down so we can improve ourselves every day. Don't allow yourself to be stuck. Don't allow yourself to be the same person every day. Work towards a better you. Improve yourself. Work hard. It's going to take a lot of work, but we're going to take it one step at a time. And we're going to get this done. All you have to do is have the correct mentality. So let's go. Let's get this done. Down for it. And as always, stay beautiful, stay wonderful, and remember, we will learn together, we will grow together, we will accomplish together, and we'll become unstoppable, no matter what. Thank you.